We're going to start first with California's Public Utilities Commission unanimously voting to reduce incentive payments for rooftop solar power. This after decades of controversy surrounding the program. Now, critics say it's resulted in higher electric bills for low-income families. Others say the technology's benefits, like less pollution and protection against shutoffs, are no-brainers, far outweigh its costs. So we're going to talk about it right off the top with the owner of Murrieta Solar Power. It is Jeff Van Dam. Jeff, thank you so much for joining us today. Look, obviously you've got a strong opinion on this. Why would they do this? Going into the thinking, solar power has been such an institution in our state. Why do away with this?
Great question. Why would they do this? And I believe the answer is lobbyists. The solar power industry just doesn't have the lobbyists that the entrenched utilities have. And it's just the classic example of a David and Goliath. And they got to pass what they wanted and to protect their profits.
So what does this mean to you as a small business owner? I mean, hundreds of other businesses like yourselves. I mean, what does this mean for you guys?
It's not really good for medium or large contractors. I'm a smaller guy, just here in Murrieta, our hometown contractor, and I call myself a Pete in a pickup truck. I think we'll do fine. We'll be able to adjust. We're kind of in fighting weight, as small guys with just one truck and not a big office, not a lot of overhead. We'll be okay. But the bigger guys, I think many of them are going to shutter if this goes through. I mean, it did get passed, but I really think it's too much, too fast. It's abrupt. There's not enough time to implement something of this size. For example, manufacturers. California is like 50% of the solar market. How on earth are these manufacturers going to suddenly be able to provide batteries and there's other equipment? I talked to my vendor today. We've got plenty of batteries, Jeff. We don't have switches. We have hundreds of switches on back order. So where are we going to get these materials, California Public Utility Commission? Where are we going to get our stuff? Stuff's already hard to buy in this post-COVID economy with circuit breakers and wire costs. And now all this high-end, complicated equipment, which has many of these parts inside there, it's not available. So I think it's too much too soon. And it's going to hurt. It's going to hurt the big guys. So you're going to see a lot of layoffs and companies shuttering.
And you talked about the batteries, so I want to touch on that because I'm still trying to understand the logic behind this, and I haven't been able to really figure that out. But what I don't understand could fill the Smithsonian. But they're saying they want people to install batteries now and switching away from the solar power. Can you explain? It sounds like you're going to try to pivot and kind of move more into that space to stay relevant with your business. Can you talk a little bit about what it is they're trying to push us to do?
Sure. The batteries is our version of a timeshare. It just doesn't pencil, everybody. They don't. I can buy a battery for cost. I can install it for free at my house. I don't have them. Batteries are kind of like a bucket and with holes in it. And all your lights and air conditioning and everything in your house are those holes. But the bucket's like the size of a measuring cup, okay? The batteries are expensive and they're small. The technology's really not there yet unless you live like in a rural area where you have frequent power outages. I would say look into batteries. Or maybe you have some kind of critical infrastructure in your house, like you're a day trader and you need to be on your computer making trades. Or maybe you have medical equipment, like a breather or something where electricity is critical. Then I would go batteries. But batteries right now, my listeners, my watchers, we're just not there yet. I don't install them unless there's like one of those needs I spoke about. They're just too small and too expensive right now for really any value.
So let me ask you before we run out of time. So the big thing is they're saying this is going to impact right now solar power negatively impacts low-income folks, saying that they're shouldering the financial burden of others. Your response to that before we let you go?
Yeah, total farce. Okay, most low-income people don't necessarily live in single-family dwellings. A lot of them live in apartments. Forget that argument. How about this argument? Solar is not an addition to conversation. It's an instead of conversation. Consider that you're already paying for this product. You already are buying a product that just escalates. It just goes up over time. And going solar, you get a loan, right? So you're just paying for this. It's a big purchase, but you're paying a fixed price every month. And after a while, that loan goes away. So you're already paying for it. So low income, I don't buy it. First of all, people, like I said, they don't live in single family homes. You've seen the prices of homes in California. It's a loan. It's not a big purchase.
All right, Jeff Van Dam of Murrieta Solar Power. Thank you, sir, for taking the time and help me understand this. We appreciate your time.
Thank you, Rafer.